Guys, the Washington Nationals did it. They freaking did it. They did it. I cannot believe they did it. They won the 2019 World Series in Houston, 6-2. Against the Houston Astros. What a performance by Max Scherzer. Man, this team, unbelievable. They were dead last. What was it, May? I think it was May, and they became one of the hottest teams. They were thinking about firing David Martinez, and then they decided to stick with him, and I'm glad they did, man. This team is something sitting up red. They remind me a lot of the St. Louis Blues. They really do, because they were dead last. They were one of the worst teams. And then they got their rookie Jordan Bennington, and then they got red hot, and then they won the Stanley Cup. So it's just amazing to see this team, man. I'm just so proud. I'm so proud to be a Nationals fan. The first title for the Washington Nationals in franchise history. The first title in Washington since, I believe, was it 1925, 1923, something like that. As they were the Washington Senators. Incredible, man. To be able to see the owner, see them win, incredible. And the road team always seems to be winning it all. If for the first time ever, a road team has won every single game in the World Series, or NHL, or, or NBA. So it's incredible, man. Let's go Nats. Let's go Nats, baby. Let's go Nats. We're world champions. World Series champions. I cannot believe I can say that. I've been a fan for 7 years. In 2012, all the heartbreaks against the Cardinals. I guess it again against the Giants, the Cubs, even though I was fine about them losing the Cubs because, they're champions too. Which after that I won't ever forget as well. And yeah, I was just watching the game, on my devices, and yeah, in my stomach, I was just where your team is losing, and you're just getting scared, oh, could your team lose? I'm gonna be honest, if the Astros won, I probably would have teared up, because that's how much I love this team. How much the heartbreak and the pain, suffering, man, just watch this team, but it's all worth it in the end. You stick with it. It's all about the journey. It's all about being with your team until the end. That's why I don't want to see bandwagoners, man. There's no point. Yeah, they win it, but it's then what? You're gonna move on to another one? What's the point in it? To me, the point is sticking with your team until the end. And it feels way better when you wait so long than it is when you're a fan first and then you see them win. It's definitely a different experience, but 6-2 your final, man, they scored 15 runs in the last 2 games. And at home they only scored 3. It's crazy. And then they scored over almost 30 runs they have scored in Houston in the World Series. Think about that. That's insane. In the last 3 games, it was 6 or more runs. It was 6, 7, and 12. Just unbelievable. Just crazy. And the MVP went to Steven Strasburg. He was unbelievable. 5-0. He got, and it was crazy. He ended up getting a Corvette C8 mid-engine. So congratulations to him, man. That's gonna be fun to drive. That looks sick. It was red, that dark red, man. It looks sick. Man, this team, Anthony Rondon, just tremendous. Juan Soto. He hit a base hit, but Howie Kendrick, you were down 2-0. This offense could get going. Max Scherzer pitched phenomenal, especially after what was happening, with I believe what it was his neck, something he couldn't even get out. He could barely even get out of bed, and he couldn't even change himself. It was that bad. You gotta give props to his wife. His wife, you gotta give props. Like, she's probably the MVP, bro, for doing all this for him, and for the team. And it's just, and he was supposed to pitch in Game 6, but or was it Game 5? Game 5 or Game 6, and he couldn't. And then he comes out in Game 7, he pitches his heart out. Besides like what was it, 2 innings or 1? No, it was like 1 inning. He pitched. He did struggle. There was times where he was struggling, but he got out of the jam. And also there is a play that many people probably won't talk about. But it was, what was it, in the first? I think it was the first inning. And the Astros scored 1-0, and they had runners on. And then there was a deep ball, kind of deep ball in the infield. Soto makes the catch, kind of like a diving catch. And if he doesn't catch that, it's 2-3 nothing Astros right out of the gate. And who knows if the Nationals win this game or not. Who really knows if they do. But that was a huge clutch play by Soto. And you go all the way to Anthony Rendon hit the solo home run. And then Howie Kendrick does it again. He does it again. He did it against the Dodgers. And then he does it against the Astros. He hits a 2-run home run off the foul pole to get the Nationals a 3-2 lead, and they didn't look back. Soto hits a base hit in the next inning to make it 4-2, and then Adam Eaton hits a base hit to make it 6-2. Like, it's just incredible, man. It's incredible. And then pretty much from 6-2, you can pretty much taste the World Series title. And Daniel Hudson closes it out. He strikes out. One was a fly ball, and two of them were strikeouts. He struck out Michael Bradley to give the Nationals a World Series freaking championship. Let's go, baby. Man, I'm happy to be a Nationals fan, man. To see those players, man, especially seeing Max Scherzer and Animal City win a championship, especially when I thought they were going to win it with the Tigers, it was nice. It was beautiful seeing Ryan Zimmerman win a title. As he's been on the team since 2004, so he's been there since the beginning. Since they've been in Washington, he's been there since it started. So it's happy to see him win, man. Happy to see Dave Martinez win, and he gave a heartful message that I think he was saying something that they cured his heart. Like, it's just, and they were going nuts, man. They were going nuts with champagne, and they should, bro. They deserve that. They deserve to go all out, get hammered and just celebrate and just do whatever they want, man. They finished the fight. Man. They are the only team in World Series history to in the elimination game that they're about to get eliminated, but came back. They trailed, and then they came back. So this team is a fighter. I've never seen a team like the Washington Nationals literally fight. They were down against the Brewers. Soto hits a 3-run, was a double, 3-run double, beats the Brewers. And then we're down 2-1 against the Dodgers, win Game 4. And then Game 5, when they were down, what was it? 3-0, 2-0? I think it was 2 or 3-0. And then we hit 2 back-to-back solo home runs. And Howie Kendrick in extras. Was it extra? Was it not? All those World Series and it's champion. It's kind of like, and he hits a grand slam to give us the lead, and we beat the Dodgers. We sweep the Cardinals. So kind of move on from that one, and then we're up 2-0 against the Astros. We lose 3 straight. and at home, like, oh dear, I mean, the Cubs get eliminated. And then Game 6, we come back again, we win Game 6, and then we win Game 7 to win the World Series. It's just, it's kind of like a Cinderella story, man. It's amazing. Wow, I just cannot believe it, man. The Washington Nationals are World Series champions. Unfreaking believable, man. You know, after seeing how they started the beginning of the year, you know, we all didn't think, I didn't think so. I didn't think they were going to win the World Series this year. I didn't think they were going to beat the Dodgers. But once they beat the Dodgers, I had hope. Once they beat the Dodgers, I had hope. I knew they were going to go to the World Series, and I knew they had hope. I had hope for them to win it all. I just didn't want to jinx or anything. I just didn't want to get too hyped, because every time I overthink my team, they disappoint me. So I was like, you know what? I want them to win it all, but I'm just going to go game by game with it. And that's what I did. I did with the Capitals. And guess what? They won it all too. And so did the Nationals. Oh, and since the Capitals have won, 3 Washington pro teams have won. It was the Washington Capitals. It was the female team for the WNBA, that Washington team, they won this year, in the Washington Nationals. So congratulations to Washington Nationals. Congratulations, the fans went nuts, you know, in Washington D.C. and even in Houston. Tremendous, man. What a club, what a team. Wow, just it's unbelievable, man. It's crazy. And baseball is over. It won't be back till spring training. But it is what it is. I'm kind of glad, because there's other sports to watch anyway, so it's gonna end eventually. You know, you need that break, so it makes it feel better for it to be back. When it's all year long, it feels like it's just dragging. It's just dragging. So you need that break. Even though you want it, you still want to watch it. You need that break. Well, anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop a like. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The Washington Nationals are World Series freaking champions. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go Nets, baby. Let's go Nets. We are World Series champions, baby.